he did play a Lydia as well, I believe, yesterday's games. So in this case, do they want to respect this? But seems to me, prioritize picks here from SMG is going to be the Grok here. Is going to be for AX, I believe.
Yes, I think it's mostly
maybe Arta.
It's Arta Grok. I feel like it's Arta Grok. And Envy, no surprise, they are going to take Diggy for themselves because if not, it's going to go over to SMG. It'll be Diggy and Farsa for Envy.
I like how like Notorious Villains has this pattern where, hey, yesterday game 1, let's try something random. Okay, game 2, let's back to serious drafts. Now they're back to serious drafts, and I'm like, okay, Team SMG, they gotta be careful about this. But at the same time, they're gonna be picking off the Selena, and I feel like SMG, this Selena support is gonna be a scary factor. Because like if you compare to the previous games here, Notorious Villains played the Selena in the mid role, and I feel like Valir and Selena is kind of a situation where you can't exactly pick who's the better mid lane. Right now, they form like a 4-4 kind of situation for me.
Oh, I like this. I like Sicilian plus Selena. I feel like, at least it's my opinion, I feel like Sicilian plus Selena, Sicilian plus Jawhead, Sicilian plus Lolita is way stronger than Sicilian Carmilla. I think that is a bit overrated because I think you mentioned yesterday, you gotta have a lot of synergy. And they're too dependent on each other, right?
Yeah.
But with Selena, you're independent and you're dealing with a Farsa. That doesn't make it makes it easier. However, this is where Diggy becomes the main savior for Envy.
Yeah, definitely. But it's all about timings here. But Notorious Villains, we know that they can fight a 5-man team fight really well. They know how to play against each other as a team. But SMG has one thing upper hand. They have a better experience in terms of split push kind of strategies here. So Notorious Villains, they have to be very careful against playing against a team like SMG just because of how they're able to pull off some really, really funky stuff. But in this case, Cecilia and Selena, team fight oriented here. Last 2 picks, I wouldn't be surprised to see split push potentials here. And Cho is still up for grabs as well, but seems to me Envy will steal it right off the bat.
Yeah, they have to steal the Cho. If not, I think SMG will grab it with no hesitation at all. The Archive ban, I expected this in second phase somewhere in this series. SMG will ban that out. Don't want to give it to Kolia. And Envy, not surprised they ban out the Jawhead because SMG is going to pick the Jawhead. They had both.
I talked about split push potential, but
Masha. Okay, this is the second Masha pick, by the way. Todak picked it once, and it was a total shipwreck last week.
But this thing, they nerfed the Masha once, right? And then recent patches, they brought it back up again. I feel like Masha is still a viable pick. It's just not as strong as before, but it's definitely still a strong pick here. A really tough hero to actually kill. And seeing how Notorious Villains they have the Farsa, I think Masha is the worst possible hero you want to kill using a Farsa.
Yeah, because you cannot just feather airstrike, right? She just...
Yes, because it's like 3 HP bars with 2 invisibilities.
And you have Roger as well. I think it's almost the same thing for Envy. But you can also give the benefit of doubt to Envy, where Farsa can burst them down from long range because they do have slight of a front line, I would say, with the Kolia Natalia again.
This time SMG, they're going to go for 4 flame shots. They have to be careful with this from Notorious Villains because they're quite as squishy as well. But okay, seems to me Kolia going to be playing Natalia once again. I'm looking forward to see how he performs again. It almost won them the game yesterday, but let's see if this game they're going to be closing it out with a 1-1.
Yeah, and I think if we can relive yesterday's game 1 between Envy and Axis Esports, I would still say Envy won that. If not for Kolia being called out. That was probably the only slight mishap that happened. Kolia had a great understanding of what to do with Natalia and where he should drop the smoke screen. But like you said, let's see if Envy can pull this off because I feel like SMG definitely, it looks like their draft is the better draft. But I think Envy, adventurous, versatile, they can pull this off.
Ladies and gentlemen, here, this is Notorious Villains going up against Team SMG, and it is going to be game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, here. And Team SMG currently with 1 game advantage, but now from the perspectives of Envy here, Kolia with his famed Natalia. Will SMG bow down to this Natalia though?
Yeah, and I think the Natalia pick was kind of like second choice because Archive was taken out as well. I would prefer Lolita, but it's Envy we're talking about. So Natalia coming out, not a big surprise at all. And it seems like Envy, they are like letting Kolia stop at experience.
I agree with the Lolita pick here. You can block a couple shots from Richa, especially up a Sicilian. But the Sicilian itself is just spammo. It has almost non-existent cooldowns on its spells. So you can't exactly block every single shot. But I like where you're getting at though.
Yeah, that was the same solution that SMG had in game 1. Kolia tried to steal this for Bulbasaur, the River Sprite. Didn't manage to do so. Great attempt though. Almost gave us his light to Axe. Envy securing the buff for Farsa. Envy securing the buff for Farsa. Another try again. Kolea taking a heap of damage. The flame shot misses. So thankfully, Kolea almost dying off.
Very tanky AX indeed here, but like you said, he does have the Bulbasaur, so he's not afraid to take a little bit of damage here. But Sicilian tried to go for the sneaky plays here. SMG almost killing off Swan right there from Notorious Villains. But currently, you can see Xian is going to be trying to focus down on Roger. Hopefully, he's going to be able to get a couple solo kills, but so far, nothing too much here. Kolea is just opening up the map. They see every movement here coming from SMG.
Yeah, I feel like Envy excels when they have information of where their opponents is, and this is where the Natalia kind of becomes a staple pick for them in this situation. Yeah, and so trying to dive onto Xian. Xian has the Rondo. Here comes Kolea trying to provide resistance. Gets the smoke screen silence. The Arta trying to go onto Xian. Here comes the flame shot of AX. Not able to make it out, and Swan will claim first blood. Farsa also get another one as well. This time it's on to Arthur. Envy, they clap back with 2 kills.
Nice pick off there. Like you said as well, they had the information, they split up the forces, they were able to zone out everyone from Team SMG to prevent them from being focused fire here. Now Reisha might actually get down here, stun comes in, and it's going to be a setup here, and Reisha hallucinate will get the kill. Reisha will go down instead.
Yeah, Smoke Screen is so strong. Silence, slow, just make sure that any spellcaster won't be able to make it out. Flame shot from Arta trying to do some damage on the Kolea. Better airstrike though. Meanwhile, they lose Swan. 2x, but it's a killing spree for Hallucinates.
Well, it's only a diggy, so getting a kill here doesn't really make much of a difference. You gotta get net worth advantage here, but it doesn't get, you don't really give away too much control just because he just respawns instantly.
Yeah, and I was about to commenting SMG for almost winning all 3 lanes, but I guess Envy finding that opening in the top lane did change that dynamic a bit. Slight 1k gold lead, not too bad, not too dire for SMG.
Oh my god, that feels bad for AX. He's like 1 HP on the Bulbasaur. Oh, feels bad moment right there.
35-second cooldown. Come on. It's too short. Kolea now they're gonna try to jump out. Oh, another flame shot. This is what Kolea is good at. Always dashes in for the flame shot knockback.
The flame shot. You know, instead of sniping here, why not just use it as a secondary push here, like maybe like a mini hook? And Kolea is just doing fantastic with it. And I would be surprised to see like if they were able to catch like 3 flame shots and pull it back to their own tower. That would be ridiculous.
Kolea has been doing that yesterday as well. Yeah. So I think a lot of people didn't even think of that you can just dash in and then just knock someone back. Kind of like what Kimi can do with the chemical refinement. So Envy will take control of that top side, but I don't think they can take this tower yet.
Yeah. As of now here, SMG, they're trying to let Typhus all by himself here, but it seems to me Notorious Villains, they don't want to let this one having a free farm, but Kolea from the sides here, you can see the time journey being expanded here, but Envy unable to get any kind of burst. Hallucinate, he's looking for the kill, but nope, seems to me he's going to be focusing on the creep waves instead.
That could have been a kill for X, if not for Kolea's smoke screen. He wanted to go in for the burst, but the silence just prevented that from happening, allowing Swan to use that time journey. And now it's going to be Xian against Smooth Jago, and Xian knows that he can't win against this Roger for now.
Yep. Now Smooth Jago going to be poking around here with the Roger themselves here, but no kills so far. And seems to me, Team SMG, they have problems trying to get any kind of early aggression just because of how their draft is developed. But at the same time, the Notorious Villains, they're just going to try and punish this. They're going to drag this a late game.
Oh, NB taking the turtle away. The Saguin call misses. They do get a kill onto Swan though. SMG trying to go for more. Smooth Jago is in as well. Transforms. No, not able to get any other kill. Chen with the Death Sonata rolls backward. So Team SMG, they get 1 kill.
Well, nothing much going to be happening, I guess. SMG is just trading out the trade here. I like how they're going in here, but Chen is so strong right now. Has double buffs here.
Oh,
but Reisha is trying to move up his stacks here, but here comes a couple of swipes. But Notorious Villains, they're getting worried about how Reisha is getting stronger by the minute. You can see Kolea, he's trying to go for the targets here. He's right beside Reisha. Okay, will he go for the burst? Does he have enough to damage though?
Yeah, I don't think he has enough damage. Xian wanted to flicker Jikundo and Will of the Dragon, but he decided otherwise and shuffled backwards. Ooh, wait time journey to keep Swan alive for a while, and here comes Reisha. He's caught out. Kolea alongside Hallucinates will finish him off. Mega kill for this Farsa, but Kolea will have to sacrifice his life. Death Sonata comes in, misses completely. It's going to be 1-for-1 trade. 2-for-1 trade.
Smart decision coming from Envy here. They want to commit to the Reisha, but at the same time lose 2 members. But I understand that they really want to slow down Reisha's aggression, especially on towards the Talk of Destiny's timing and as well as the stacks for his overall damage output. So very good attempt there, but like I said, losing 2 HP, you're losing a lot of economy, but with a Diggy, I think it's still like a 50-50 situation. What do you think?
I think it's okay. I would say Team SMG didn't really have a big win in that, despite it being a 2-for-1 trade, because you got 2 supports, right? The kill still goes over to Hallucinate. So Farsa is perfectly fine with that situation. And just look, Envy. Kola, again, another knockback, but Artha is just going to charge right out with that ultimate.
Well, that's a grok for you. That's really, really hard to actually kill off this tank here. But Notorious villains are trying their best here. You can see Kolia just running around. They're hoping to get Reisha once again. But Smooth Jago, if you notice here, he has been uncontested since the beginning of time.
Yeah, it's same as Sen as well. And Sen has had a slightly more impact, even though he wasn't contributing much to the kills. I think SMG just wants to get Smooth Jago farmed up so that they can deal with Notorious Villain's split push, and of course the far side eventually they get the silence onto Touches, but Kolia again a bit isolated, knocked Arta back with the flame shot, and now they're trying to burst Arta down, and they were able to do so. Chen gets the kill, but they lose Xian in the bottom lane.
Well, Kolia is doing fantastic here, but seems to be they want to trade on the tier 3 here, and you can see Team SMG, they're in no position to fight this. Taco's can't really do much here. He hasn't been able to get his economy here, and now the tier 3 is going to be coming up here as well. Time Journey being expanded. Envy is going to back off, but here comes Depth Sonata as well. But SMG almost losing their life here, and Taco's still on this Masha, unable to do anything at all.
What a time journey from Swan. That would have been at least 2 kills for Sicilian, if not for that ultimate from Diggy. But SMG managing to protect that inhibitor turret definitely is a win in their books. Now Envy will have to reset.
Well, the Rogers trying to buy a little bit more time here. SMG, they need more items up on this fighter marksman here, but seems to me Smooth Jago hasn't been able to get any kind of kills here. Kolia being very cheeky this. Here comes the support of Farsa. AX almost getting paid off here. Sian goes for a flicker, but the flame shot from the sides will get the kill. Nicely done. They get another one. They get 2. They're looking for more. Envy. They seem like a different team from game number 1 here, but now they're very, very coordinated here, Husky.
Yeah, and what I say, Envy, they are kicking into high gear, and such a fast rotation from the team. And now they're going to fight Smooth Jago again. The Rogers going to try the 1 versus 4, but that's never going to happen. Envy with 4 kills will take down that mid tier 2.
Kolia here doing fantastically well on the Natalia here, just finding for the right opportunities. The flame shots just catching them off guard. The positioning of SMG always constantly getting disrupted here, and Kolia getting scouted out here from SMG, but seems to me they want to focus on towards the turtle coming from Notorious Villains as of now.
Yeah, Team SMG committed onto both Hallucinate and Chen. They got the calls. They got the calls isolated, but Envy managing to collapse in that manner was just perfect for them. I think SMG were not ready for that fight. Roger came in a bit too late. And now Envy with finally a sizable lead will be looking for more objectives. Kolia sidesteps that Abyssal Arrow. And that's going to be looking at Arta. So, another feather airstrike in. Arta has to dash out, but X not so lucky. The flame shot comes in. The wild charge on the Kolia. Kolia will die. They trade X back. Swan will pick up the Selena.
Nicely done here, but at the same time, it's good 1-for-1 trade here. You can see Kolia, the decision of using the flame shot, abusing it to the minute max here. Trying to force, I believe, AX beside it towards the range of where Hallucinate was just beautiful. But Xian now getting a solo kill. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and this is bad news for Tachus. If you run the Masha, you should not have an issue against Sho. Smooth Jago forced to use the vulnerability for now. Feather airstrike will force Smooth Jago away, and Arta will have to defend that turret on his own.
Yep. But at the same time, itemizations here, you can see Hallucinate trying to wait for it, but the arrow does connect. But fortunately for him, he does have the winch. I have no idea what's that wind thingy again. But at the same time, he actually bounces back out of the thing. But now, contesting here, Arta wants to protect this great buff coming in from Team SMG now.
And you can see Xian already pushing in the middle lane. So Envy, they're doing this, and Kolia is looking for that flame shot knockback. He's always looking for these opportunities, regardless if it's Arta or if it's the cause. See, they get another knockback this time onto X, and they're gonna use the wild charge. Kolia a bit isolated, but he knows he can get out. But the airstrike comes in, Team SMG, they want to look for the collapse. They're gonna run and hallucinate. They will lose Kolia first. Touches is ready, trying to go for a flank.
Arrow.
Okay, the arrow misses onto Swan. Swan has a time journey. Smooth Jago jumps right in, not able to get any kills in return. Another flame shot. X, whoa, dash forward, try to kill out Swan, but Chen is dead though. They're gonna finish off X with a feather airstrike. Smooth Jago looking for Swan. Guess the Diggy not able to be pulled back just yet. So Team SMG, they win that fight.
Wow, you can see even Arta stealing the buff away from Hallucinate here. What a good decision to salvage that fight as well. But on top of that, you can see they were just baiting them, pulling them all in from the side of SMG just because they know that SMG doesn't exactly have the burst. Reisha was kind of like a little bit too far away from the rest of the team fights here. And you can see Kolya just trying his best to just split up everyone from side Team SMG. But slowly but surely, Smooth Jago now coming online in this timing right now.
And that is the major weakness for Envy's draft that we witnessed just now, where if SMG runs at them, there's no way they can protect themselves, but they already lose Reisha, they lost X as well. Envy trying to go for 2 kills. Chen, he's just going to recall back to base. And as I said, SMG found Notorious Villain's weaknesses, they lose 2 members.
Oh my goodness, you can see Chen was just she was so aggressive. She almost paid with his life, instantly just destroyed Reisha and AX right there and then. It just backs off like nothing happened. And I'm like, wow, how did it happen here? But now Smooth Jago getting caught out. And this is not the time here where you want to get caught out here from side of the Team SMG.
Smooth Jago shouldn't even be in that position. I will understand if he wants to split push, but you should push the wave and back off and not attempt to get control when the tanks are not around. Maybe SMG has a different idea of how to do so, but Tachi is going to come in, kill off Chando. There might be a good start for Team SMG to hold off, but the airstrike is not going to connect. Tachi now needs to get away, but they kick him back and kill him off. X now joins the fight, but realizes that he is alone and not able to contribute to anything. So SMG, they managed to stall out the Lord attempt for now.
Yep, now SMG, they are trying to contest this once again here, and they've lost Chen in the process here, but I don't think they want to commit into this fight just because of how Hallucinate did not have that blue buff here. So great decision here coming from Altar of stealing the blue buff early on. If not, things would have went south for SMG. So that's a small comeback mechanics here, but it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. There's 12 minutes in the game. SMG, they are not throwing in the towel yet here. They're trying all their best to make it a 2-0. And Envy, they're having a really tough time right now. Because why? Now Arta, they scout on Kolya, but whoa, ooh, almost catching Kolya.
Yeah, the dash range a bit too long for the wall, for the wall to block. So Kolya understanding the limits of Natalia, and I wanted to point out that how Kolya is always in this aggressive position, not because he has no regard for his team, but he just wants to gather information. Natalia's passive is so useful in this kind of maneuver situation. Yeah. So that's why Notorious Villain have been winning a lot of fights. They've been collapsing onto SMG simply because they have the intel on where SMG is.
Well, with Lightning Trunkin already up on AX here, so we're expecting a little bit more damage here coming from the Selena, coming from Team SMG. However, Reisha is already 13 minutes here, and you can see he has very strong burst potential, but we haven't seen him wipe 5 players on the spot just because of how he's so afraid of what Kolya is going to be right beside him.
Yeah, and all Kolya has to do is to get on top of Reisha, drop the smoke screen, and Reisha just won't be able to do anything because of that silence. And you talk about how Chen is aggressive. This is how Envy plays with that marksman. They are not afraid to take those fights. And SMG, they're trying to make something happen. Another solo kill. Oh, the Tachio Chen is just dominating right now. And Arta caught out. Another knockback from Kolya. Arta needs to desperately get out. Abyssal Arrow lands onto Kolya. They save Arta.
Close call indeed here coming from Team SMG. They lost one, but still, as long as Reisha is still alive, they're going to be able to be fine. But you can see Team SMG, they want to pick split push potential. They cannot take 5-man fight just because of how Chen is so strong right now. And like you said, she's aggressive. Look at her right now. She's all maxed out in terms of items here, almost getting the last final items. However, Xian once again getting another.
Oh! Xian! Damn! Xian, oh my goodness, and Envy, they got 3 more kills around the Lord Pit as well. What an immediate collapse onto SMG. And Arta, the only one alive. Kolya and Hallucinate is going to drop that feather airstrike on top of his Grog. Arta should be able to get away or at least buy a bit more time, but Envy, they will focus back on that Lord again. This is the 3rd Lord attempt.
What was that, Husky? Xian is playing out of his mind from Notorious Villains in this game. His Cho has been tip-top spot on, and so is Kolya. Can he get this kill? But here comes the pause as Team SMG needs to gather some thoughts, I believe, to figure out what's going to be the next game plan here. But if you think about it, what was going through Xian's mind? Like, his Whale Dragon, his decision-making has been on point. His whole sole purpose in this game is to shut down the Masha.
Yeah, and he solo killed the Masha twice. He solo killed a Sicilian under the turret.
With 1 HP.
Yeah, then like
with 1 HP.
No normal player would ever attempt that. But I guess Xian is a different human being, playing out of his mind in this game too.
He's not a human being. He's a notorious villain.
They are all notorious villains. But I would say, because of that solo kill, Envy collapsed on SMG near the ward pit, right? And that is just a good shot call from Envy. Xian spotted Sicilian in the bottom lane. So regardless of whether he wins or loses that fight, Envy knew they could take the fight straight to SMG because Sicilian was the main damage dealer. They don't have the mage with them.
Well, you know what? The game continues here because Kolya got caught out here. He's
Smoke
gonna get
screen!
himself on the save. With the smoke screen clutch is there, hallucinate to save the day. And Team SMG almost killing off Kolya, but Husky, I agree. The smoke screen. What?
Yeah, smoke screen. It's such a strong skill. Kolya, he should have died that instant. But that smoke screen kept him alive at the airstrike. Luckily, X didn't die to hallucinate, or it would have been a major disaster.
What is going on here? This Notorious villains, they feel like they're clutch gods right now. Xian and Kolya clutching their minds in this game. Ooh, you gotta be careful here. Will SMG worry about this here? Because right now, Notorious villains, they are on fire.
Yeah, but SMG still has a pretty great chance of coming back. They are in no means out of this game just yet. It's just that Notorious villains have the momentum, and they are pushing that momentum in hoping to push this to a game 3.
Look at all those flame shots here. Immediately sees Farsa's ultimate here. You know what? Let's flame shot that direction. Just do a little bit damage. But now, here comes Rachel with the Sanguine Claw. But the enhanced slot is there. Takes out the inhibitor. They're driving into the tier 3s. But can they versus bomb SMG? They can't seem to do a lot of damage here because this Lord is taking too much. But the tier 3s are all down here. But can they commit this? The Arthur going over a wall charge. But instead, Sicilian will finish off the rest of the members here. The Lord is a bit down, and Envy, they are getting forced back, but here comes Move Jago!
SMG defended their base for now, and another great time journey by Swan to keep Chen alive. That was a scenario where Envy wanted to commit, but I wouldn't say it was a bad decision. It's just that SMG managing to hold on. They played well in that fight. However, they already lost 2 inhibitor turrets. Actually, lost all inhibitor turrets. So now Envy have a pretty good chance of closing out this game, and Xian, he decided, you know what, I managed to solo kill the cause of Team SMG, let's go full offensive, let's go corrosive sight.
Yeah, SMG right now, like you can see that they have struggles trying to deal with crowd control damage here because they're heavily dependent on Cecilia just dishing out all the damage. But if you think about it on face paper value, they have so much single target damage here. So if Notorious villains were to fall apart, that's one of the main reasons why they are always getting solo killed here, because Natalia can solo kill you, Cho can solo kill you, but at the same time, Tacos and Sujago, they want to do exactly that, but they just don't have that burst potential, that's all.
Oh,
but
they
the
found
arrow,
one, and Kolya, time journey, it's going to keep Kolya alive and stop us with the airstrike. Meanwhile, another solo kill was about to say, with that corrosive sight, it spells the end of Tajus against Cho. There's no way Marja can beat Cho at this point. Cho is just way too strong. Now it's a 4 versus 5. 40 seconds. The death timer matters so much. And there's the flicker. He fouls to Jago. Where's the king? He doesn't even need the king. Still is godlike. How is this Cho that strong? Better answer. Comes out. Envy. They won this game 3. They won this series. And Risha will get the kill onto Kolya, but they still have a lot to work on. Xian's going to go for that crystal straight. Envy will close this out. And ladies and gentlemen, game 3 is confirmed.
Indeed here, and Husky. And not to mention as well, they tried their best. Cecilia was just doing a lot of damage here, but Kolya's Natalia, it's annoying.
Yeah, and Xian show, I think Xian put